self-evaluation for that second session with Michelle. I thought it went okay. I still feel like most of the sessions that I'm doing feel quite unnatural, and I feel in myself that I'm not really just having a natural discussion. I'm trying to tick boxes and hit points the whole way through, and I think it is what it is. It's an assessment, and I need to show competency. But for me, it doesn't feel all that natural and how I would like it to be. And I know Charlie. I thought Charlie did really, really well, but he missed some points that I wanted him to hit, and I kind of had to prompt a little bit, and I had to circle back to things to get sort of the information that I was chasing, so I could do my challenges or my reframes or whatever. But I think he did the best that he could, and so initially in the session he started by talking about a lot of his feelings, and I really wanted to stop there and explore that, except I just kept going to just tick the boxes, like, well, okay, I'll come back to this later. What did we discuss as your goals for counselling? What would you like to focus on today? And like I said, a little bit of prompting there from me. As far as the reflecting feelings, feedback, challenging, reframing, focusing, I thought I did all that stuff pretty well. The mirroring, I'm not so sure about. I spent a couple of hours researching that at work yesterday, and I think in the situation with Simon's second session, where the mirroring was quite obvious. I could just cross my arms. It was a little bit more. I'm not sure if I did that. I'm not honestly really not sure what I was what I'm meant to do. I just kind of I did. That was a little bit clunky, and maybe I should have paused at that moment where Michelle was feeling flat and quite obviously feeling anxious. I could have paused it there when I said, I was talking. I said, how are you feeling? Instead of just sort of ploughing on, I could have just, I should have just paused a little bit and just slowed down and stopped speaking and allowed Michelle to sit with that feeling. So otherwise I thought I summarised okay. I did the checkout. Developmentally, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I think Michelle quite clearly it has conflicting and competing needs between her family, in particular her children, and being there for her children, her sort of esteem needs, as well as her self-actualization needs and finishing her studies. And I just think she's that using this framework, I think we can work towards Michelle finding a little bit of balance between those needs, allocating the time that each one of those warrants, and not necessarily pushing the self-actualization stuff right to the back and procrastinating that, because as a direct result of that, she feels like she's failing as a student and as a mother, and I think using that framework moving forward, we can sort of work towards more of a more prioritising that self-actualisation need and that esteem need, and the kids are 15 and 17, so I think maybe, I don't know what the upcoming role plays are, but I think 17-year-olds are usually fairly autonomous, self-sufficient children by that age, so I'm not quite sure how much time and attention and focus like the 17-year-old requires, but that's besides the point, totally besides the point. But all in all, I think it went okay, but unsure about the mirroring, and a couple of things I could have done better there that I could have work towards improving in future sessions. All right, thank you. Have a good day.